our news today, an early morning school bus crash in Clermont County has many people counting their blessings. Investigators say that the crash occurred when a car went left of center on Mount Zion Road in Stone Lick Township. A school bus was coming down the opposite side and went out of control. Local 12's Rich Jaffe was there shortly after the crash, and he found that everyone involved was feeling very lucky.
They were picking up the pieces today in Stone Lick Township after a harrowing early morning ride for a school bus driver and 16 students. The bus was coming down the hill, headed to a very tight blind curve when a car coming up the hill went left of center, blasting towards the edge of a steep ravine.
On the initial call out, it just makes you sit there and think how many kids you're going to have down in the ravine, or how many injuries you're going to have, because when they said entrapment, bus full of kids, only thing you do is start calling for research sources.
When emergency crews arrived, the driver and students were still trapped inside the bus. Wanda Bingham and her husband heard the commotion at the end of their driveway.
Then, of course, I yelled to him, "You need to go outside. Someone's maybe hurt," because usually we don't have red lights. Usually we're not here when this happens. There's been a lot of people go through this fence.
In fact, Paul Bingham says when he heard the commotion, he thought,
another fence.
Happened that much?
Oh, yeah. About once a year, maybe 2 years.
This big oak tree is what stopped the bus's slide and possibly roll down the hill. You can see that the headlight of the bus is still embedded in this tree. About an hour after they got the bus towed out of here, this tree fell over. The driver of the car never even stopped.
I hope when he goes home and sees this on TV today, they come up and at least come and say sorry or step up to the plate and admit to the wrongdoing.
In Stone Lick Township, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News.
And students on the bus were checked out by a school nurse at Clermont Northeastern. The driver was checked out at a local hospital for a bump on the head. Amazingly, there were no serious injuries.